Well, it's a pretty morning in Texas. I think I'm going to take the hot rod out and head into work. It's been a while. Look how dirty she is. Take the Hemi out. Okay, so for those of you that have been following along with this Hero 5 and trying to set up a gimbal, I'll show you what it is that I used in yesterday's video for the Hero 5. It is the EVO SP. It is made for a smartphone, and that's what I used yesterday, and I'm going to show you how it is that I modified it. Now, EVO does supply or have an additional plate that you can order for the SP for your Hero 3 or 4. So I thought, you know what? I know the Hero 3 or 4 will not fit in the GP Pro unless you buy the longer clamp, the little C clamp for the Hero 5. Because this will actually fit right on there. Well, this, when I ordered this, obviously it will not fit on this EVO plate because this is made for the 3 or 4 C clamp. So you've got the bottom hole and the top hole. And I figured, well, I want to keep the bottom hole exactly where it is. I'll just drill another hole up here on the top. So that's what I did. It's a little bit crooked, a little bit off center from what the other top hole is, but you know, it works. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and clamp it on and show you how it fits and how to put it together. Okay, so when you have your EVO clamp or the plate, the adapter plate for the Hero 3 or 4, EVO, when you see the symbol, this is going to be on the back side facing you. So you're going to want to put the C clamp on the other side, the screws through the back side where it says EVO. Then you can take the Hero 5 and slide it in, butt it right up to the edge there. Try to keep it nice and straight, and screw down the screws. Now what you have to watch out for is if you look at the Hero here, see it is kind of straight up against this plate, which is exactly what you want, because if you start tightening down the screws too much, the screen opening will actually, if you tighten down the screws, it'll actually start to pull the Hero, the bottom in towards here, and it'll tilt it just a little bit where the lens will be facing downwards. For the interest of balance, you're going to try to keep it as straight as possible. Okay, now keeping in mind that the power button is on this side, you can either power on the GoPro ahead of time, or I'm going to show you something that you can do. Here's the EVO, the bottom of it, joystick, motor to the right. This plate will go in this way. Remember, the EVO symbol or logo will be towards you. So we'll slide this right up against the motor. Keep the counterweight that you would use for the iPhone 7 Plus or 6 Plus, because it's going to be needed with the added weight of the GoPro Hero 5. Make sure it's situated in there good, snugged up, and then you can calibrate what you want to face down. You're going to hold the power button here, push it in, let go. Once the lights stop blinking, they'll start blinking again to show battery status. So it is now showing me full battery. Because of the added weight and everything, I just want to be a little bit careful, so I'll actually hold the camera and adapter, push in on the thumbstick, and there we go. Double tap twice. Now it will tilt down, tilt up. You can keep it in lock position, go back to 1, and now it is locked. But that's the setup that I use. So let me turn this off for just a second because I want to show you something. See where this plate goes up against the motor? Now it's going to be one of three things that's going on. It's either the motor noise is resonating to this side microphone, or it's resonating off of this plate to that side microphone, or I'm kind of really thinking this may be it. You see that top speaker? And you see how this clamp, the butt of it is right up against that speaker? I wonder, or that microphone, I wonder if the resonance is coming from there and vibrating off the body, and that microphone's picking it up because it is so close to that microphone. Same thing with the G4, the Feutech G4 HQ, or QD, excuse me. Its top clamp clamps down here to hold the camera in, but it's right up above that mic. I wonder if this is the mic that's causing the issue, because if you look between the Hero 5 and this mounting plate right there, there's actually a gap, so it's not butting up against there. So any noise will be coming from this speaker, this microphone, that microphone, or this one. I've been leaning towards this one, but it may actually be this one here up on top. Don't really know until GoPro actually releases the files for the audio, so we can look and see maybe in Audacity which microphone is actually picking up the noise. But who knows, maybe GoPro will actually do a firmware update and be able to correct that issue. But this is the setup that I use, the EVO SP for the smartphones, the adapter plate that you can get from EVO, the C-clamp that they've now released for the Hero 5, and just have to drill a hole. So that's how I do it. Let's go to the video and see if we can catch any of the noise and how dramatic that it is. All right, Hero 5 in the gimbal setup. See if there's any noise at all. Just to show that it's me, handheld in the other hand. See if there's any motor noise. The last video I put up, I noticed that when it yaws, I think it's yaw, left to right, there was a little bit of a pitch or motor noise. But when I show you the workings of this and how I got it set up, it may answer a couple of questions, but then again, it may actually open up a couple of more questions on exactly what's going on with the Hero 5. Now in this test is the plate is now completely off of the motor to see, is that where this harmonic sound is being picked up? Is it off the motor that resonates through this back plate and up to the microphones on the GoPro, or is it the top clamp that's by that top microphone? We're gonna see here in just a second. All right, so for those of you that are wanting to use the GoPro Hero 5 as a vlogging camera, and I do just a little bit of vlogging here and there, but if that's what you're looking for, everybody wants to have 3-axis stabilization. I know I do. You've seen my videos, you know how I am all about gimbals. But with saying that, the GoPro Hero 5 picks up a lot of motor noise. So I have been trying diligently to figure out what can I do to get something that I can vlog with the Hero 5, and that will give me stable footage on a 3-axis gimbal. So when we try to figure out exactly what is going on with this Hero 5, we know it's got to be the microphones. Is one of them set to a lower frequency to pick up deeper tones, and that's the one that's picking up this deep resonance from the motor noise? I don't know, but I'm giving you this example right now just to show what kind of motor noise that we're going to get from the Hero 5 in this setup. Now, one thing that you will notice if I, let's see, it showed up yesterday. It's not showing up right now, which is cool. But anyway, there's a motor right here, but it is out of frame shot. I am shooting in linear mode right now. I think if we went wide or super view, you would actually pick up the front motor from this EVO SP. But the way that it's set up right now seems to be okay. Will this be a good setup? Well, I'm going to have to go back and watch this video and see, is there a lot of motor noise? But so far, out of all the gimbals that I've tried to hook this GoPro up to, this has been the quietest. This has been the most promising. It's not made for a GoPro, not for the Hero 5, not for that additional weight. I do have that counterweight on the other side to help with the added weight of the GoPro. Now, the plate that is the GoPro adapter for the SP, I thought it was plastic when I ordered it, because I was thinking, okay, it's going to be plastic, it'll be fine. It wasn't. It's actually out of steel, so it's heavy, but the thickest portion of it is towards the right hand side motor, that side motor, so that it can help balance out whatever's going to be on this side, which is made for the GoPro Hero 3 and 4 to fit. But so far so good. I say that because I haven't heard the audio yet from this, but if it's good, then we'll be in business. Then EVO may have an alternative for everybody that's looking for a gimbal for their Hero 5. I don't know yet because I haven't seen the video from this, but I've got my fingers crossed, because some of the testing I've done is kind of gearing me towards, you know, this may actually work. I do need to get with Peter from EVO to make sure that the motors are going to be able to handle the additional weight of the Hero 5, because it is substantially heavier than the Hero 4. But got my fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. All right, so looking at the video, is this going to be the perfect fix for the Hero 5? At the moment, it's the best option that's out there, using the EVO SP 3-axis gimbal. It's the best option. It sounds pretty good. There's a little bit of motor noise when you're panning left and right. I will not give up. I'm still going to do a little bit more research into where this motor noise is coming from, to the best of my ability. But right now, I think that we have an option, because the EVO SP for a smartphone is priced really well. I'm going to put a link in the description to the EVO 3-axis gimbal. I'll also put a link in the description for the adapter plate, and also for the C-clamp, or C-clip or C-clamp, to hold the Hero 5 in this plate. There's only one modification that you've got to do, and that's going to have to drill that extra hole just a little bit higher. And if I was to give you a guesstimation, it's probably 1 millimeter space between the edge, the top edge of the existing hole, and the bottom edge of your new hole, if that helps at all. I kept the drill bit size the same as what the hole was, because I figured I'd just keep it for continuity's sake. You could probably even put a larger hole encompassing the old hole and a new hole, taking a drill bit that's larger in diameter and making a larger hole, because you still have a way to clamp down the screw to the C-clamp to get it butted up, and just make sure that the side of the Hero is right up against the side of the plate. And earlier in the video, when I talked about the thickness, you can see that right here. This edge is thicker than this edge, and this is the part that goes up against the motor, and then you're going to mount your Hero there. The only other setting that I changed on the Hero is I went into the menu, swiped it, went up to the audio portion, and picked wind. When I picked stereo, this Hero 5 still picked up tremendous motor noise, even from this new setup. But from the wind setup, it only picked up a little bit of when you were panning. Now there's one note. If you go back and you listen to the video, when I'm talking, you hear motor noise coming under. So it leads me to think that GoPro is trying to audio filter out a constant hum as a noise reduction. I don't know, but in my opinion, this is the best option that we have right now until the Karma Grip comes out from GoPro to address this, or until GoPro comes out with a firmware update to where we can choose, we the consumer can choose which microphone, and GoPro will finally tell us which microphone is the culprit, so we can work around that. But so far the Karma Grips looks like it's going to be, they're going to miss out on the holiday season, so that kind of sucks for all of us that have a Hero 5. But 3 months, 6 months, they don't even know when it's going to get released. So this is our best option right now. Thank you very much for watching. I know this is a very long video, but there was a lot of in-depth stuff to kind of add along with it. But thank you very much. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Hit subscribe. More content coming. I've got a cool little toy that's supposed to be here either tomorrow or the day after. That's right, Sunday delivery. Kind of cool. But a cool little toy to use with the GoPro Hero 5 or any other action camera. But I'll show you that on the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.